I'm Dr. Brian Babin. I'm your neighbor from right up the road here in Woodville and Tyler County, and I'm a dentist, and I've been telling people for months it's going to take a dentist to take the teeth out of Obamacare, and we need to take the, thank you. I'm here to just talk a few minutes, not only about my campaign, but about the Republican cause and how important it is for us as Republicans to get together, to unify, to put our differences aside. I'm a real admirer of Ronald Reagan. I was, as a very young Republican, fresh out of the military and the Air Force in 1979, I remembered it was vivid memories of serving under President Jimmy Carter that made me go against the advice of a lot of my friends in Tyler County that said, hey man, don't get involved in Republican politics. Your business is going to be ruined. And I said, listen, 3 years under Carter, I've got to do something to help my country. Amen. And it was just a very similar thing when I decided to run for this office. It was a call to duty. Folks, I'm not going to Washington for self-aggrandizement. I've had my career. I've had a good career as a dentist. I've seen a lot of people's improved a lot of people's smiles over the years, and I tried not to inflict pain. I got 86% of the vote in Tyler County, which really worried me because I felt like maybe 14% or somebody I didn't give enough deadening to when I was doing a root canal or something like that. But I was very, very honored, very honored and privileged to carry all 8 of the counties in this district in East Texas. Yes, sir. Thank you. And we won because of some hard work that a lot of people were doing. A lot of folks right here in this room worked very, very hard for that. And it's going to be a great honor and privilege, and I'm not telling you up here that I'm in like Flynn, because we're going to take this Democrat real seriously. But we've got some close races. I can't, in fact, I don't need to stand here and tell you how significant, how important this election is going to be in November. If we don't win the United States Senate and a new majority there, we're in bad trouble. We've got to have both houses of Congress so that we can put a little courage in the backbones of some of those Republicans in the U.S. House, because they're batting up there with a short stick. They know that anything they pass there is going to be short-stopped in the United States Senate by Harry Reid. It's not going to happen. Nothing's going to happen in the U.S. Senate. So we have to win at least 6 seats in the United States Senate to be able to make this president a lame duck. Folks, he deserves to be impeached. He needs to be impeached. There's no question about it. Every day we have more and more scandals and mismanagement and unbelievable decisions or lack of decisions that have put our country in jeopardy. We have a wide open border. Our southern border has been virtually erased. And who's coming across that border? We don't have a clue. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to turn on the news and see what's happening to Christians in Iraq by the Islamic State extremists, these ISIS people. I'm not even going to describe what they've been doing to Christian children and women, and what they did to this journalist, an American journalist. Y'all all know what I'm talking about. Folks, it's time. What is it going to take for our president to make the decision to start protecting Americans and American interests? I have a son that served 3 tours in Iraq, wounded in Iraq, lost plenty of good buddies and friends, some standing right next to him. And we are losing what we expended a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to accomplish. And we have done so because of a president that doesn't have any kind of clear, strong foreign policy. In fact, the biggest thing he's done for our military is to play social engineer and allow and get rid of don't ask, don't tell. So we now have a military with gay marriage and those type of things going on. Really gets us prepared for what we need to do, doesn't it? Folks, that's got to be rolled back. Let's secure the border. That's the first thing that the president needs to do. We have a law on the books passed and signed by President Reagan in 1986, which would give us a secure border if only the president would enforce the law. But he's a scofflaw. He ignores the law, he ignores the Constitution. He put his hand on the Bible and he held his right hand up and he swore an oath to uphold and execute the laws of the United States of America and defend the Constitution. Not only does he not do that, he makes up laws. He writes laws with a stroke of a pen. He's even said it. He bragged about it. He got up there at the State of the Union address this past year, and he said, I'm not waiting on Congress. I'm going to get my pen out, my cell phone, and we're going to start making things happen. Well, I was listening to the radio on the way. I'm coming up here from spending the last 2 days in Harris County, and the school districts around the country, one of them in Harris County, they're getting 2,600 minors, unaccompanied minors, and we were told we were going to feed them and clothe them and then send them back where they came from. No, sir. 95% of them are going to stay here and become wards of the state. Okay? I'm a compassionate Christian. Okay? I believe we need to help the downtrodden, and I think that I give to missions and I give to charity organizations, and I know you folks in here do as well. We want to take care of the downtrodden. We want to spread the word of Jesus around the globe. But folks, we are in debt, $17 trillion, and it's growing every day. And with the situation the way it is, we're going to be inundated with foreign people who are coming in here. We don't know who they are, where they come from, what they're going to do. We don't know. We know one thing, that some of them are coming from the Middle Eastern countries. We do know that. Do we wait till the other shoe drops? Do we have to wait, till we have another 9/11 before we close the border? I hope and pray that that's not the case. Enforce the border law, Mr. President. Let's stop the border up, and then we can start talking about some kind of immigration. There's no sense in passing any kind of immigration, what they call comprehensive immigration, where he's going to suddenly magically make sure that because we've passed something that we will have a secure border. I don't trust him. Do y'all? Do y'all trust Mr. Obama? I don't. I don't have any confidence in the man whatsoever. But the United States Congress has got the constitutional authority to fund or to not fund the federal government. This is where we can put our foot down if we had strong leadership, cut off the Internal Revenue Service, who conveniently loses emails, and we have been spying and intimidating and harassing conservative Republicans, Tea Party members, pro-lifers, pro-Israel, pro-gun folks. That's one way to get them to fess up. And you can also cut funding off to individuals. You can stop the payment of someone's salary, who is that is a constitutional one of the authorities that we have. We can cut off these people who are out of control. Environmental Protection Agency. I've been talking with businesses and individuals who have small businesses who are complaining to the high heavens about the Environmental Protection Agency. Not able to get permits to create jobs, to hire people, to expand businesses, to make sure that the economy grows. This president, I don't think he wants the economy to grow. That's the way it looks to me. So we have a number of things that we need, and we've got a great amount of work to do. We got to take the Senate, and then in 2 years, folks, I can't tell you how significant it is for us to make sure that we elect a Republican to take the White House and start rolling back some of the repeal Obamacare, do all the things that we need to do to make sure this country is on the right direction. And I promise you, I am going to work as hard as I can to make sure our constitutional rights are not infringed upon, that we continue to have the right to keep and bear arms, which is the Constitution tells us. I'm going to work extremely hard against anybody that would infringe upon that right. All of the things that need to be done to make sure that this country becomes prosperous again and get us back on a moral and ethical path that we have 238 years we have been on, and become the shining city on the hill that we have always been known as, and return our military back to the #1 toughest guy on the block, so nobody comes and messes with us. And I hate to say that in those type of words, but it's the truth. Russia's out of control. They've already invaded the Ukraine. Have you all seen that? How long is it going to take before Obama gets us involved in several other places? You don't get pushed around if people are apprehensive about what's going to happen if they start monkeying around with the United States. So without any further ado, if you can hear my voice, I'm losing my voice. I've been talking a lot for the last 2 days. So I appreciate Brother Jeff for letting me get up here and speak first. And then we're gonna head to Woodville, Texas. We've been on the road for 2 days. But Jeff, thank you. I appreciate that very much. And I want to say, remember, unify this party. Unify this party. Unity is the important thing. If the Democrats can get blue-collar union hands together with gay Hollywooders, why can't we get our folks together? Okay? We can do it, and we must do it. It's important. Our grandkids and our kids' future depends on it. Okay? God bless everybody. Thank you so very, very much.